Hello, hello, hello. It is 9 p.m. We are coming in on a late night tip. Thank you for joining me. If you are listening, I know it's after dark. After dark is a little bit different. We get to talk and just go over things over the weekend because I didn't go live this morning. And I have my voice at a minimum because, Zachary fell asleep, so I didn't want to move him. But we're here. But I just like to say thank you to everyone for joining my live. Shout out to the replay gang. You have the best seat in the house. Shout out to the bush watchers and shout out to the podcast listeners. I just, as usual, want to come live and talk about the things that's going on in YouTube. And I hope everyone is having a relaxing night because, I know people have to work tomorrow and get up in the morning and proceed with their day. If you come in here, you are welcome to, voice your opinion. I just, most importantly, would like to thank you for joining me. I uh, I was trying to figure out. I don't know, Good, I was about to say good morning. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Thank you for joining us live this late night. I wanted to come live and catch up on some of the things that's been going on YouTube, and particularly, Roz and her family. They are on family vacation in Hawaii. And I just wanted to, talk about some of those things because I haven't seen like a video that Roz has posted from her vacation. So where can I find that so I could follow up? Because I may go live tomorrow just to follow up and see if I got anything wrong when we go and talk about this live, how we talk about this live. Um, Roz and her family is on family vacation in Hawaii for her birthday. Happy birthday to Roz. Happy 50th birthday to her. Lasania, how you doing, Lasania? How are you? Welcome to the chat. Lasania is a member. I appreciate you, Lasania, for staying true to who you are and just, supporting me. And it's a beautiful feeling. I'm just, giving people time to get in, but I want to just go ahead and proceed and just get right into it. And as everyone know, you are all welcome to participate and give feedback as long as it's respectful. And my lives are not for the faint of the heart. I go and I speak and I say what's on my mind with no reservations, but respectfully. So this live may be not for everyone, but the ones that are in here, bear with me. Now, Roz and her family are on vacation in Hawaii for 50 years old. I'm not there yet, but I've seen women who've turned 50 and they haven't, had any complaints. They just complain, probably they getting older. But shout out to Roz and her 50th birthday and her family on vacation. That's the first thing I would like to say, because I have respect for people and who they are. But I was looking and I was coming across Nana Power's vacation. I mean, her videos are mostly like up on YouTube. So I was looking at Nana video, and of course, in my fashion and my observation, I just took a little notes based on what Nana was putting out there, her videos or her live. Hey Bronx and chat, I like this time for you to come on. Okay, Jam 66, I'll make a note of that. Thank you. I think yeah, probably 9 o'clock. I'll try out this slot for just a test run to see where we at and how we go. Now, if y'all in here, yeah, no, I don't like. Of course, you're going family vacation. Everything is not going to go as planned. Everything is not going to be perfect. Everyone is not going to get along, because it's a family vacation. It's like in a different whole atmosphere and environment. So I really don't have anything bad to say about the vacation. It just like most of my observations because I haven't seen Roz, in her videos of her response or how she's doing a vacation. I don't know where to find that at, but if someone can direct me there and if I'm missing something, please let me know. So with Nana, Nana is of age. She's in her 30s. She has a career. She has a family, and let's just cut to the chase. Just not 8 a.m. I don't wake up until 9. I don't wake up till 9. I got you, Jam 66. So with Nana, I feel like Nana's a little bit controlling, and it's okay. Went over the details of the trip. She made that known. I feel like, everybody is just like following Nana's agenda. Um, hey, just me. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hi, Jam 66. I am retired. No, I come live Mondays at 9 if I could fit it in. If no one else is live, I respect the time, and especially if like someone I know and support and listen to them, I'll just be mindful of the time. And so I'm looking at Nana. I'm like, okay, she dressed the part. She looked cute and everything. She went out and she did what she was supposed to do, buy family vacation clothes, and she got her family there. It's a family event. I was watching one of her lives where she was live and I think her mother was live, and I'm saying to myself, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just putting it out there. I'm like, is this trip for Roz or is this trip for Nana? And that's okay because it's a little bit of power surge there. I feel like Roz is like falling back if she's, because I heard some people and enjoy the makings of the trip. You know what I mean? Hey Doris, how are you? How you doing? Thank you, Doris, for joining. Nana. Right, Nana, listen, I just feel like you could tell that she planned a trip. I've never been to Hawaii. So for Roz, I think Nana planned out the trip. I think she had every detail down, packed to her liking. And when you get out there on trips with family, they're not going to want to do everything you want to do. It's not going to be a family event. It's going to be people pulling and tugging and like just distancing themselves because they want to so it's like, okay, I like the sights and everything. Nana, she seemed like she a little bit, scared, but then at the same time, she want that respect. But it's just like I feel like it's your mother's trip, it's your mother's birthday. Don't to be on you. I feel like with that live when she was in the restaurant talking and she was on live and I heard her mother, I'm like, that's just like a clash. I'm good. Sounds like you're doing good. Yes, I'm doing good. It was a good day today. I went out and ran my errands and I got things done. And I would like to just come and sit back and talk to everyone that came by and who want to just listen to the live and push back on what I say because a lot of people have a difference of opinion. I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to be like hateful or like jealous or envious because Roz is on a trip with her family. I'm not going to think of the most like reprehensible shit to think of when a family is vacation. I'm just pointing out the obvious what I seen. I feel like Nana, she's in her 30s, so it's not an attack. It's just an observation. She is a vain woman, which is okay. She likes to look nice. She likes to pull herself together. Her mother does also. Yeah, I heard that. Listen, Lasadia always having my back. No, but for real, like they was in a restaurant, so I'm looking at it, and I feel like with Roz and Nana, like everybody talking about not Roz and Nana's relationship, like what I don't know too many mother daughter relationships that have the perfect match. Uh Nana has her ego, Roz has her ego, the scenery and the environment, which is good. But with Nana, she's still young, so she still have that ego that she hasn't tamed yet. But Nana had a bucket list of what she wanted to do. Right, exactly. So when you go on a trip, you have a bucket list, like Lasagna said. bedroom, excuse me, her room, her hotel, her suite. That's perfectly fine. It's a different environment, it's a different atmosphere. She's taking in the scenery. She's just exploring different things. And Nana, she's active. She wanna, she's young, so she have the, how you say it, the stamina and the energy to do all the things that other people don't want to do. And that could be just like a little bit setback for Nana. But when I saw her on a live, talking, and I feel like with Rod Squad, Nana is still young too. She still need her own peers. She needs to be around women, men her age that can relate to her more. It's all good that she go live and she tell and she engage with the Rod Squad because the Rod Squad support her, which is a great thing. I don't think it's nothing wrong with it, but like it's like, okay, how was Roz live and Nana was live at the same time? Like I don't understand because Nana, you making it seem like, or you making it appear like this is your birthday, this is your trip, these are you are in control, and that's something that it could be like a little bit of a turn off to some people, not me, because I'm just simply observing. People look at Nana and they take her and they place her in the wrong category, or they just sit there and they like have every hateful bone in their body and they say hateful things to her. Right? She should have thought about Ross since that is her mother. What do you mean, Jamie? Excuse me, Jamie. Jam 66. Can you elaborate? Can you just like give me like an example? And to know herself. Most women and men don't discover themselves until like, I don't know, probably after 30, 35 years old. But she is a confident woman in most aspects of her life. She come and she got her face looking nice. She looked nice. She present herself well. It's just that I'm not going to sit there and depict or nitpick everything Nana do that someone don't like. Well, I just had a problem with because I feel like Nana, honestly speaking, that's your mother's trip. That's her birthday. It's her celebration. So Roz is probably feeling like, okay, Nana, she planned out the trip. She planned out a nice trip. She got the agenda going. I don't want to seem like I'm ungrateful. So if I feel like Roz is the most humble I've seen her. Not on this trip because I've seen her humble before. But I feel like she is humble for no reason. This is her trip, this is her celebration, this is about her. Nobody else. She knew Roz was not able to go walking on the trail. All right, okay. Right. See, I didn't see all of that, but like even if Roz just that's not something that our plan for my mother is to go on the trail. I heard when she said she wanted to go hiking and nobody want to go hiking. Some people just want to go sit back, enjoy the food, enjoy the music, enjoy the water, and not do all of those like strenuous things. Right? Like going on a trail walk and she not used to it, that could be like, dangerous and unhealthy. I'm not sitting here trying to down Nana. I'm not sitting here trying to like go against her because I have respect for her in many ways as a woman, as a human, as a mother, and as a daughter and a sister. So my comment, Nana, your controlling ways could be, I don't know. It just screams out because I know how controlling I can be. But I just feel like, Nana, you have your selfish ways and it shows, and that's okay. You still young. This is who you are, and watchful eye or got you under a microscope as if you going on a trip and there's not going to be any hiccups or not going to be uh have, oh, Roz went on vacation with scamming people for money like that right there. I don't even look at or pay attention. Wait, can y'all hear me? You said I'm going in and out. Oh gosh, I don't know why I'm going in and out. And I'm still going in and out, just me. Uh Jam Jam. She knew Roz was not able to go walking on the trail. Like, listen, she, if Roz put in the effort, she put in the effort. Even if she walked like a half a mile, okay, she went. Nobody want to walk a trail. I wouldn't want to walk a trail unless it's like we're on an excursion or that's just like a journey. I don't know. I'm just saying. Nana, it's nothing that I want to critique her on in the way that like I have to have the same opinion and form the same opinion of everyone else. Like my opinion is totally different, and I know that, and I stand by what I say. I'm not going to sit there and give Roz a hateful or envious eye because she probably didn't wear her hair right, or she didn't wear, I don't know. I'm not doing all that shit. I'm seeing the little things. I feel like she is enjoying herself. She's out of her element. She's around new people. She's surrounded by a different atmosphere and environment. But I haven't seen no videos from her. Can anyone like direct me to where she is so I could watch her videos and then I follow up tomorrow? Is she on Facebook? Because I could go on Facebook and look. Like, I think I was looking at some, but I didn't know exactly what to watch. I didn't really watch it, but she thinks she's better than them. Hunana, Hunana Jam. She got a certain air about herself. But that's just like insecurity. That's just like an insecurity that rings, that is loud, and that's just the insecurity that she will manage to work on as she get older. But I'm pretty sure she took pride in planning the trip, and because when she said that she customized the menu for her mother, and everything that her mother liked, I was like, I don't know, is that how things go? Like mostly, when people go to a different country, city or state or wherever, they like to try the food. And I just thought, like, I don't know, I don't have nothing bad to say about the trip. I just feel like, who trip is it Nana trip or is it Roz trip? Roz is playing the back. She's taking the back. I don't have the same sentiments as everyone else. I don't. Like, I don't have that hatred in my heart that a lot of people have for Roz and Nana. I won't ever have that for them. They don't do anything for me to have that hatred in my heart or envy in my heart. Roz is on Facebook, but Nana is on YouTube. Just start from, okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start from Thursday. Thank you, Jam 66, and I'm gonna follow up. And I feel like if there is any feedback, anybody want me to, just how you say, elaborate on or talk about, because it's a family trip. Like, I feel like, Nana, she want to impress people, and that's okay. She want people to know that but wait, I was stuck on Nana because somebody asked her where's the next place where she will be visited. She said she don't know Jamaica or Thailand. I'm like, Thailand? What the hell are you going to do in Thailand? Thailand. She stumped me on that one. Then they went to get tattoos, and she was explaining the tattoos and the guy she put on camera. I feel like, it's all good, because most people have their cameras out and they are willing to record anything at any time so they won't miss a moment, because the trip that they're on now, the family vacation, it's just building memories, and that's the important part for them. So I'm sorry that if I can't come and like sit there and go down every little thing that Roz is not doing, because I heard other people content. I'm like, what? Now, why would I watch somebody just to critique them? Why would I watch somebody just to destroy with their happiness? Like, people saying that she scammed. Oh, no, let's get into it, because now I know a lot of, I heard one person, she used to, I guess, subscribe to me, and she says she not subscribed to me no more. Not She did not say she wasn't subscribed to me. She just said that, I her favorite person, which is the guru, because I said something about the guru. She said, I guess she cannot be a supporter of mine anymore. So, yep, it's me. I heard your commentary, and I thought it was kind of funny that, you so like passive aggressive that you could use God in a sentence as you being negative, right? So you said that God is showing people who Roz and Nana is, and he's revealing to everyone who is who Nana is. I feel like people like Yep It's Me use God name in vain. God has nothing to do with this, right? So I feel like if you're going to use God in the right context. Don't say, oh, God is revealing who they are. Like, no, you already had your preconceived notions of who they are, who they might be, or how they might be. Because we all know that Yep It's Me continuously and constantly and consistently, do content about Roz, even if she's off a little, right? So it's just like, I feel like some people, and I'm not here to judge, but I am, are here to just nitpick at anything. Roz do it to Latrice, and they're doing it to Roz. You know what I mean? Everyone has something to say. It's a family vacation. That's it. It is a family vacation. All I'm saying is, like, I seen a family vacation. I don't even know what's exciting about the family vacation. They having a good time. Some of them are not participating, some of them are, but I just went and watched Roz and just say, oh my goodness, and pick out the nastiest little shit just to use against her. It's her birthday, it's a celebration, right? Of course, things don't go smoothly on vacations or family trips. That's where the most drama happen, when you on family vacation, right? I don't even know how long they're supposed to be there, but I will go look, like Jam 66 said, from Thursday, and I will just watch it, and then I'll come back live. I just want everyone to get a point of view, my point of view, my perspective, and my insight. It's nothing to go against nobody, but I heard Yep It's Me. I was listening to her, and I'm like, what? What the heck? What are you talking about? Why are you involving God in this? You're using God name in vain, which most people do use God name in vain. They're not aware of it, but I'm here to tell you, you're using God name in vain, talking about God is revealing who they are, who they're going to be. That's not what he's doing. Good evening, loving me, Tracy Anderson. How you doing? And welcome to the chat. And Riri Reacts is in the building. Thank you, Riri Reacts. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I'm just saying, tell me if I'm wrong, right? We can agree to disagree, or we can agree, or we don't have to agree, right? It seems like this trip is Nana's trip, right? It seems like Roz has taken a seat back. It seems like Roz is just resting and enjoying her peace, because I think, when I heard her Nana on a live, I was like, Roz is being quiet. She's like, hi, da 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 da. I'm like, what? Even when she was trying to whisper, I'm like, why is she being so humble? Nana, that's not right. That's not cool. That's you just, I know how that is. Like, you know, I can relate to you, Nana, with the control thing, but it's okay to share the spotlight. Half the people talking probably haven't been to Hawaii. I haven't been to Hawaii, but they put it out there. They put their vlogs out there. You know, everyone can't just get up and go to on a trip without planning. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how much money you got. Like, if you could just take a red eye, take a red eye. If you have to plan a trip, so it could be, because Nana planned out that trip, right? She had to plan out the trip so it could be successful. I never been to Hawaii. I heard about it. I heard they have the most beautiful water. I heard a lot of great things. Nana shares some history with Hawaii. They just talking because they just talking. I'm not here to down or be negative towards excuse me, Nana and her mother celebration. I say Nana trying to be funny, but it's Rod's celebration. It's her birthday. I don't have nothing bad to say. I think she looked cute. I think she looked nice. Only thing is, I didn't really like Rod's hair. I just think it just aged her a bit. But she looked nice. Sorry, she looked happy. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I think if Roz wasn't so judgmental about other people, maybe they wouldn't be so opinionated about her. No, they listen. Thank you, Riri Axe, for sharing one of my favorite places. So to piggyback on you just with me, they are taking the littlest, dumbest shit, right? Because I heard people commentary on it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like people like me and people like whomever who want to come and listen to commentary, they want like something like, okay, entertaining, clean, dramatic, a gossipy, but not like that, right? That's this like how you watching her with a close eye like that. Like you put her in a microscope. Of course she do it, right? But I'm just saying they won't stop and they won't let up. And it's okay. I don't have that type of commentary. Riri reacts. I mean, just me, right? Because she's so judgmental. Everyone is judgmental, especially when just me, yep, it's me, excuse me, yep, it's me, not just me, yep, it's me, brought God into the situation. I feel like, you using God to be mean and hateful. Like, don't use God. If you believe in God, God has nothing to do with this. God is not revealing nobody for who they are. People are who they are. Nana was that way before she left for Hawaii. She gonna be that way when she leave for Hawaii. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Roz was that way before she left for Hawaii. She gonna be that way when she returned back for Hawaii. I don't know what God has to do with her revealing. Excuse me. I don't know what God has to do with Nana for being who she is, or maybe we know everything is not what it seems. Um, Roz, she just relaxing. The grandbabies seem like they having fun. I don't really have nothing bad to say. I hope they are safe in their travels. I hope they continue and finish out their trip in a good, decent way. That's not me to nitpick everything what everybody do. I'm sorry. Hello. Hey, Purpose Driven. How you doing? I enjoyed that last talk, Purpose Driven. You was on a roll. One of my favorite places. Yeah, I heard it's beautiful. I heard the water is beautiful. Look, Riri reacts. I remember one time I was on Facebook and I was talking shit with somebody from Hawaii, and it was I don't know. I'm not going to describe her race, but we was two different colors, and she hit me up in my messenger because she didn't like something I had said, and she was trying to make it look like she's like, I'm from Hawaii and da 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 da, and Hawaii have slums too. Like I'm like, you probably from the slums of Hawaii. She just started laughing, but we was going back and forth. I'm like, who you think? I'm stupid, but I know Hawaii is a beautiful place. I heard about it, and one day I might get to see it. What? Let me see, Riri. Why is what Roz does is so right in your eyes, but when someone else does it, it's hate or they're jealous? We'll get back to just me. Good. I was thinking about you, Manifest. How you doing? Manifest is in the building. She said, "Good evening to Alter Ego, Perspective, and Mods in chat. Hope all is well. All is well. Thank you, Manifest. I haven't seen you in a while. Purpose Driven. Just me said Purpose Driven needs to be in time out before she gets started. No, I want her to get started. I want Purpose Driven to get started. Just me thing. I just got here." I've heard people say some of the still silliest stuff. Me too. And we cannot be naive or gullible to think that there is not a hint of jealousy about in people's commentary. I don't care what people say. I have seen the captions. I have seen the titles. One person put, "Oh, Roz and her pathetic trip." What do you mean? What, like, how's her trip pathetic? Like, it's not cheap to go to Hawaii at all, right? So you mean to tell me that people drew the conclusion that Roz have scammed people allegedly, and she paid for a trip by the people's money? Nobody can prove that. I don't believe any of that shit, right? People putting up their vacation and say, "I've been there, done that." That's not hatred. That's not jealousy, right? That's not hatred. That's not jealousy. Comparing your talking about you've been to Hawaii and she's just now going. That's not hate. That's not jealousy. That's hate. That's jealousy. Right? Because if I've been to Hawaii or any other place, I'm not going to get up and say, "Well, look at my trip compared to hers." Like, we are grown ass women, like grown women. It's supposed to have a clean thought and a clear perspective on things and a different mindset and mentality, but we don't, because we exhibit shit like that, comparing a trip that you had ages ago to a modern day trip. Let's not be for real. Let's be for real. Okay. Let me see. Dana Dane is in the building. Hey, Dana Dane. Look at it this way. Nana planned a trip with things her mom may like or willing to try. It's just like buying a gift. The person might like or may not like it. I don't see as a takeover or control. Listen, Nana that's just naturally in Nana. She's an Aries. She is controlling. They are very irrational. I know a Aries, and Nana has that under her belt. Nana, she's not like scared of people. She's not, right? She do have her doubts sometimes, but I'm just saying she is controlling, right? So that's why I'm saying, and you could tell the way she's controlling the trip and directing the trip of how a lot of people fell back, right? They, even if she did want to plan around what Ross like or what she may have liked, it was Nana's agenda. That's all Nana's agenda. So you don't think that's control of Dana Dane because that's Nana's agenda? Roz didn't have no say so in it. She probably just agreed. Like, okay, no problem, and she changed her mind, which is okay. So when she is doing LA, New York trip, was she jealous of LA? Maybe. Have Roz ever been in New York? I'm just saying I'm not saying me. I'm not gonna remove myself from the equation. Like I don't have anything negative to say about anyone, but there is a jealousy that run through these women on YouTube. And that's why I pride myself in saying I stand alone and stand my ground. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying the outright jealousy, Lisa, the obvious jealousy when you putting up uh excuse me, content saying, oh, I went to Hawaii this year and you all late. Oh, your trip is pathetic. The words that people use indicate jealousy and envy, right? It's about the indication. It's just about the obvious. And it's okay to be jealous and envious, but when you so apparent and when you so like obvious with it, that just goes to show you don't have no self-control. People talking about, she scammed the people for $60,000 or to go on a trip. Like, be for real. Like, I'm not buying any of that shit. I've heard some of the silliest stuff from Rod Squad as well. I agree with you this time. Thank you, Riri Reacts. I'm glad Roz got a vacation finally, but she tried and compare and compete the like middle school kids. No, listen, that was her first trip to Hawaii. She was with her family. That's probably her first trip in a long time since the death of her son. And that probably gave her time to clear her head because, I don't know, Riri Reacts, are you in the building? Maybe you could back it up. Like, Hawaii is a spiritual healing place. Like, they like Nana said that it's customary not to say I'm sorry because Hawaiians don't like do anything to say I'm sorry for, so it is a place probably for healing and restoration, and that's where she's getting it. And I'm not going to take that away from her. I don't care who don't like it or not. Like, good evening, manifest. Okay, manifest. I know, Bronx, I have been to trying to skim through the catch up and more. Hope little Zachary's good. He's good. Thank you. He's good. He's lying down. Well, he's asleep now. I had a chance to come live at this late night hour manifest, and I appreciate your presence. Jada J is in the building. Definitely seeing the pettiness in these streets towards Ross is crazy, but I get that there are people that really hate Ross, and that's sick. Exactly. Jada J is probably the youngest one up in this chat. I don't know if I remember. Maybe it's her or just me. I know they're younger. And I'm just saying, like, the hate that they show is obvious. The hate that they present is obvious just by your titles alone, because I'm not comparing mine like old age vacation and say, oh, I did it first. Like, be for real. Okay. Riri said, I'm sorry. Where was Riri? No, not planning the trip. She did the research. She did. She did. You could tell she did. And I don't take that away from her. But I feel like, she feel as if she's supposed to get all the recognition, and that's okay. And Roz is just going along with it because Nana, she don't want to not go against, excuse me. She don't want to hurt Nana feelings. She want Nana to have a sense of control. Nana is controlling. She's a lawyer. She's a controlling by nature. And if anyone think I'm lying, back me up and say I'm wrong. Okay. Roz should have just vlogged her vacation and give people, right? That's what I said. Purpose. I said she should have blogged it. I remember Roz saying when she go to Vegas, she was going to show us how to vacate. And hell, LA did a good Vegas trip without real plans. Roz Vegas trip was a flop. I didn't see that. I mean, let's not. I don't like when we compare Roz and excuse me. and LA together, because if that's the case, then we could sit there and we could go in on Latrice for going to another country, another state, of, I mean, out of the states, and brought back a man, a child, right? That's a flop. Sorry, purpose driven. When you sit around and judge, they don't. Hey Lisa, when you sit around and judge people and they daily life, people going to do the same to you, period. Now I don't have time to go back and forth with nobody. To It's all about a freaking competition. It's all about a variety show, like back and forth. I don't got time for that shit, right? I'm not going to even like share half of my life on YouTube, because we have people that watch you with a like green eye. I don't know, is it green eye, green thumb? I don't know. uh, I'm an Aries as well. On a trip, it should be enjoyment for all. Right? It's not enjoyment for all. I just could see it and just mostly Roz. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not saying Nana wasn't, her efforts wasn't like great. Her intentions were malicious, but that's something that Nana can't control, is being controlling, and that's okay because I'm controlling. But I know how to give people and sit back and give people the show, like the limelight on other people, right? You can shine the limelight on your mother. It is her 50th birthday. This is a major milestone. This is a different atmosphere and a different environment. She's in a whole different, she's out of the states, right? So just like Purpose Driven said, and I said before, Raj should have vlogged a whole trip, which she probably have, which she probably did, and cut it up and edited it and let people talk about it. That's how I feel. No need to be jealous. Hawaii is so doable. Oh shit! Wait, I thought. Okay, here we go. I thought I lost the comments. Depends on the island, in my opinion. Okay. Yes. So manifest reality said, yes, many do not use the term I am sorry. That's what the man said that was giving Nana a tattoo. She gave a little history, which is good, and she showed what they was doing. He was like, Hawaiians got beautiful faces and they nice looking. He said, and she was explaining, and he was interested. I just thought they were decent, in that moment, in that interaction with Nana, between Nana and the person that was giving her the tattoo. And she did say that most people, or they don't say I am sorry in Hawaii, because they don't do things to say sorry for. And I'm like, wow, that just stopped me back, because like, I don't care what you do, you got to say sorry, even if you bumped into somebody. Whether it's a beautiful beach, it's just leave me there. The sound of waves is so real. That's what I'm saying, right? Relaxing. Roz is relaxing and she's just taking it in. And I'm not gonna be the one to like mess up her fun. I'm sorry. Hey Laverne. Laverne is in the building. How you doing? Purpose said to go on any trip, even if it's the next state, it is a blessing. It is a blessing. It's just everyone don't have that luxury. Everyone don't have that luxury of just getting up and going, especially if you can't afford it. Okay. I do not think anything should be a comparison with any of the individuals. I agree. Let me see. Let me go. Who has a Rick James hairstyle? I'm just asking. Who you talking about? I don't know who you talking about. Be a little bit more detailed in what you're saying. Susie Q Black House. Like, what you mean? What are you talking about? I like the relationship. Jada J said, I like the relationship she has with her kids and grandkids. I think it's cool. Roz just wanted her family close to her, and she's doing that. Nana is a planner. Seems like she does seem like the planner, and I do think Roz is enjoying more family time. They all together, and that's okay. And that's what it's supposed to be. I was just noting little tiny observation about Nana, being a little bit controlling, putting the spotlight on her, putting the camera on her, for the last day or so. I just think they should just turn off the camera and engage with one another. That's just what I would do, right? Because it's like, y'all going live, whatever. Yeah, I don't know, filming what you're doing. You still want to give your viewers and your audience a glimpse of to what you're doing. But it's just like, people going to speak anyway. I don't have the same sentiments. I'm sorry. I don't share the same sentiments as everyone else, as far as Nana and her mother and the babies and her brothers and sisters and her siblings and just the whole family on the trip. I don't have that type of sentiment. I'm sorry. Yeah, I do too. I agree. Like, turn off the camera for the last day and just, be a private moment. And that's something that y'all don't have to share memories last. long, and maybe they are. I'm not saying that they not. I just feel like a lot of people want to have something to say. Yeah, I love the water. Must Aquarius do enjoy being surrounded by sea and open air? I think she is too, enjoying it on her own. Roz was like, I'll go get a massage, do this, do that. Vegas full of attractions and shows and a lot of casinos. I never make plans in Vegas. I go with the flow on my budget. Um, Vegas is a desert, right? Who want to walk in that hot ass? I don't know. I didn't see Roz trip in Vegas. I don't. I did this because it's a family vacation. The family's all together. And usually when families go on vacation, you're going to have a fallout. They don't seem like they have a fallout yet. I think they look nice. I think Nana, she dressed the part. She tried to dress the part and engage and give her audience something to look at. People are going to take what they take from it. That's it. That's all. I think she could have held off on going live at the same time her mom, right, was on, being that they have the same supporters, right? That's what I'm saying. I was like, J to J, who is in Ra's live that's not in Nana's live, and I just thought that was a little bit a glitch and a disconnection between the two, right? And I heard Roz like, oh, hi, 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 whatever. I don't know. No, Nana knows her mom makes her money with the camera on, and Roz should have been able to do what she wants. It's her birthday trip. Yeah, Nana, I guess she just wanted to get it from a different angle, and it's okay. It's just that in that moment when I turned on and I saw her, I was like, oh, she looked mad cute. She dressed with a part. She enjoying herself. She's engaging with the audience. But when I heard Roz in the background, I was like, nah, that's not cool. My first trip to Hawaii, my ex-husband was pissed. I didn't go do half the stuff he planned. I have a fear of heights and large bodies of water. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't knock Ross for just sitting back in, I don't know, at home and enjoying herself before she come back to the States. Right. And I just came live to say that, it's just crazy that, everyone have a different opinion, different perspective. We all have different insights, but it's just clear indications where some people just exhibit hatred for no reason, but you want to use God as a defense, right? Mechanism. You want to use God as a scapegoat. You want to say, God is revealing who they are. Like, what are you saying? Like, you lost me on that one. Yep, it's me. Nana don't have the audience her mom have, so she should have went live away from her mother. That's true, and that's what I was just saying. I don't knock Nana. I think she did a great job. The menu looked nice. I really don't have a. I don't know. I saw that they brought out a birthday cake. I think because I'm not gonna lie. So when Nana was just sitting there for 45 minutes and the camera was on her for 45 minutes, I was like, no, I don't want to see you for 45 minutes. I thought she would at least like get a full view of the family eating at the table. If I'm lying, then let me know I'm lying. Did she not have that camera on her for close to 45 minutes, right? Just talking, engaging with the audience. That's the part that just threw me for a loop, is when she was engaging with the audience and her mother was like on live, because she could at least took the camera and they could at least had a family dinner and just went around the table and Nana was showing what was going on. That's the problem that I had. Oh yes, and there is a ghetto there too. We found it. Really? That lady was mad. I was like, I know you live in the slums of Hawaii. I know you're not trying to talk shit. She was like, you from New York? And da 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 da. She just went in. I would have had to, right. That's what I'm saying. She didn't have the camera on everyone, so that's just made me know a little bit details about Nana that she can be controlling, and if it doesn't fit her agenda, then she could be probably a little bit mean and vicious. Everybody wanted to. I feel like everyone wanted to make Nana happy because she planned the trip. She said she planned the trip. She said she customized the menu. She said that they was doing activities and everything that they planned on doing. She said she was the only one that wanted to go hiking. Nah. Nobody want to go hiking. I would not want to go hiking either. Sorry. Okay? that's that's what I gotta say about that. But other than that, I think, the grandbabies were beautiful and sweet, and I think I think Nana looked nice, of course. I think the woman of the hour looked pretty, and I think she looked happy, and she was just happy to be away from it all. Um, Miss Hollywood, y'all low key jealous. Why is it a problem how she enjoyed her trip? To be honest, they just doing what she does, critique everything someone else do. Listen, no, I listen. You could say that they just doing what they doing, but I chop Roz up when she doing her critique could be a little bit hateful too, right? But I'm just pointing out the obvious. So if a lot of people don't want to like point out the obvious, like if you put in your title that, oh, Roz and her pathetic trip, I've been there, done that, you're late. That's just a pure indication that jealousy is detected and envy is detected, right? Let's not fool ourselves. Jealousy of what is commentary, like how it is. Hiking is a tourist attraction there. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Thank you, Riri. The fact of the matter is, just me, it's like you cannot tell me that people are not jealous when they go on a tangent and a rampage and a tirade and they make it their business to say that Roz scammed people and that's how she got on a trip. You cannot tell me that it's jealousy when someone put up a comparison and said, I've been to Hawaii before and now she just now going. You cannot say it's not jealousy or envy when someone deliberately go down every little detail, right? That she's doing on her birthday. I don't care if she's vlogging it or not. I don't care if she's going live or not. I can detect the jealousy and hate in people. That's why I only go live twice a week because like I'm not gonna get mixed up in people in their confusion. Okay? Hey Renee, how you doing? Bronx, where's your glasses, lady? Why Bronx, where's your glasses, lady? Why you said wait, what did you say? Jealous of what? It's commentary like how she does. That's what you talking about? Well, they got Hawaii under their belt, good or bad, draw is done. And now, like Ross critique everyone else, it's her time. Listen, I'm right. It's her time to be critiqued. But see, I don't critique like other people. I try to be at least a bit, you know, like detailed oriented or actual facts to present. So if I say that Nana looked cute and she looked the part and someone say she didn't, like that's just an opinion. If I say that Nana was wearing a ponytail up and her hair out and a black suit, that's a fact. If I say that Nana was going live while her mother was going live, that's a fact. Right, but if I say that Roz scammed people out of their money to go on a trip, that is not a fact. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Do you see the comparison? If I put in my title, I put family vacation because I want everyone to come in here and be welcome in here. I'm not going to put in my title, oh, Rod's pathetic trip. I'm not going to put in my title, oh, pig feet on vacation. I'm not going to put in my title, oh, what is it? Oh, I don't know. Rod scammed the people and or the Clumps family trip. That's not me at all. I will go hard and harder by myself, right? I don't have a problem with Roz. I don't hate Roz. I would never hate her. I don't hate Latrice. I would never hate her. I would sit there and skewer Latrice just the way I skewer Roz. I would skewer Day Day. I mean, not Day Day. Excuse me. She's a baby. She have nothing to do with this. Point out the obvious with, excuse me, Nana. I got them confused, right? I try to present the facts and insert opinions. That's it. That's all. Okay. But let me see. But this whole sector is full of hateful people. I couldn't imagine judging no one on how they choose to live their life. I'm not hateful. I could be hateful. I'm far from hateful, right? I see the hateful that's going on in this sector. And you little by little, you want to get out of it because you don't want to be stuck in this sector talking about the same shit all the time. Every little video they put out, Rod's name is in the title, or Latrice's name is in the title. Anything that Rod say, any and everything, just like Rod's nitpick Latrice, they nitpick her. But don't be trying to use Latrice as an excuse and say, "Oh, I'm here to take her for Latrice. I stand on the side that's right." Well, Latrice got her fuck ups too, right? Well, she do a lot of offensive things that people may find offensive, you know. Hate is a very strong word. Hate is a very strong word. And I emphasize on hate. I'm not scared to use that word hate, right? Because love is a strong word too. But love, how you know you love someone if you don't have go through pain and misery, right? I'm just saying, it's just obvious with certain people when they show how hateful they can be in their titles. It's just obvious that people are hateful when they compare their like old age trips to a modern day trip. Not say no, I'm just saying like I know what you're saying. Like Roz do critique people. She do go in Latrice and she do. And I don't listen to her when she do some of it, 5 seconds, that's it. But what I'm saying is I don't have to go into the live excuse me, Kim Porter. I don't have to go directly into the live because if I see the title and I'm not like too well, the title is not too welcoming. I'm not. I know how the show is going to be already. You know, Day Day is not a baby. She's 21 years old, cuss like a drunken sailor, so she can get it too. She won't get it from me. I'm a confident woman, like a confident woman who know how to inspire, encourage women such as Day Day age, and Day Day is 26. She is a baby. I have a son that's 26 years old, so she's a baby, and I won't ever think of her as not. Of course, she's an adult. She's legal. She could do what she want to do. She could curse all she wants to, but I'm not going in on that baby. I'm not going in on that young lady. I'm not making an effort to say because she's of a particular age, of a certain age, that she's supposed to get the wrath of Bronx girl. No, that won't ever happen. Hi Maria from Portugal. Thank you, Portugal. So you speak Portuguese, right? Am I right? Deborah, she's 25 or 26. It is great that families are spending the time together. Manifest said there should be a balance with happiness involved in our lives without stress. I agree. This is the time, if not now, that Roz needed a trip and a getaway. And that's what she did. You know, I said, I read that one. The hate is what bothers me. No, and I read that one. I wouldn't show shit exactly. I would start, folks. Then what are you going to talk about? Yes. Yeah, I had a friend from, well, she spoke Portuguese, and I have family that speak Portuguese. Well, they say they Portuguese, but they don't speak it. So, Portuguese is like, I was listening to my friend when we was in middle high school, junior high school, speak it, and I used to work with someone that spoke Portuguese, and it's kind of different. It's like a Spanish, am I not mistaken? Hello, I have a prolapsed uterus, so I guess you have to get the help you need, right, Ren? We all have our different views and opinions, but for me, I just think you are an awful person to sit and listen to someone speak on innocent children, no matter what side it's coming from. I agree, 100%. 100%. Deborah said, "Well, trees don't get that time to be happy." Jam Jal is from hello, hello. Oh, thank you, Jam 66. Oh, very good. Yeah, Portuguese. I work with someone that used to speak Portuguese. I used to just be trying to like. It's not even the same as Spanish. Lisa said, "My daughter's 26 and my son is 31. Though they are my babies, they are not babies anymore. They are young adults, right?" But I'm looking at Day Day like she's a baby. Like I would never ever go back and forth with Day Day as a baby. Like where is the competition? Where's the confidence in a woman that go back and forth with a 26-year-old? Not happening. I'm not going back. I don't care what Day they may say about me. She have never said anything about me. She don't have no reason to say anything about me. But I won't ever go back and forth with a 26-year-old child. Sorry. That's not even fun for me. That's not even no competition. That's not even a something that, oh my goodness, I go tell my friends and the guys I talk to or whatever, and my father, whomever want to listen. I'm like, yo, I was going back and forth with a 26-year-old. They be like, you bugging out. You know what I mean? You bugging out. LA kids are babies and they have no problem disrespect. They have no problem disrespecting her kids. I know they don't. Excuse me, Lisa. They don't. I have heard people speak about Latrice's children, ill of her children, and I find it disgusting. I think they are disgusting also, right? So nobody get no prize over here. Nobody get a ribbon. Nobody get the accolades. Nobody get the recognition. I'm just saying. I just feel like when people come into my live and listen to my commentary and just engage with me, that they have a different perspective on things. I'm not positive. I'm not a positive channel. I just have a different perspective and a way of coming at things and just a way of, presenting things. No, listen, Ren, you gotta go. I'm blocking Ren because we don't want to hear no shit like this. We don't have time. Nobody's a doctor over here. Okay, shit. Did I miss anybody comments? I'm just saying. I seen Treese. Treese. She. Let me tell you something about Latrice. I feel like Bronx. I love how you protect the kids. Oh, thank you, just me. I do. Listen, I'm a beast. Right? It was been said I don't have no maternal instincts, but no, I'm an animalistic beast. And that's not even like two words to put together, but I am animalistic when it comes to kids. And I say that because a lot of children around here, they, take to me and I got to know them. And it's like we all a little, I don't know. And I'm not going to say family, but I like children better than I do adults. Not talking about Latrice kids, not talking about Roz grandbabies, not talking about Roz babies in a way that may affect her day day. I feel like she's a young lady. There's no way that she can survive like adults going in on her just because she going in on them. She is young, she's still growing, she still have insecurities that she project to the world, and that's okay. Grown people like me, older women like me, we know that. That's why we stay clear. Okay. It's a lot of Riri said it's a lot of things being said about kids, the living, the dead, something is going too low. Yeah, I think it's low. Talking about people's children. You know what, Latrice, I watch her, I feel like Latrice, she like the attention that she get. She like the feedback that she get, whether it's negative or positive, because I don't see how she take a step away from it. I saw her community post and I saw like, I feel like she if no one was to speak about Latrice for a day, she probably wouldn't even like get up with energy. I feel like the people that speak about Latrice give her energy, right? Even though sometimes they may say hateful, nasty, ugly things Latrice and about Latrice and her children, I think she feed off of negative energy also. I think that's a motivation for her. Just by the way she communicate with her subscribers, her supporters. All kids should be protected, and both sides have done and said some awful things about each other's children. Awful, completely awful, J to J. So I'm just saying, if anyone probably have a misunderstanding where I'm coming from, my point was I'm gonna go watch Rod's videos, right? Probably tomorrow and Friday, and I don't know when they coming back. Do y'all know when the trip is going to end? Because I want to catch up on the trip before the trip ends to give my final opinion and my conclusion, right? On the trip, because I know everybody is watching. Someone say Zeus the Matisse. How y'all doing, Zeus? The Mastiff. That's what how your name's pronounced is in the building saying hello. We fine. We're just having a late night chat. Mostly ladies and probably men just in the bushes watching. They don't want to fall out the tree and say, I'm a listener. But what I'm saying is that's what I want to do. I want to wrap up her trip with her, and I want to do it in a way where we all can understand. Because the last live we had, that was off the hook. I loved and I enjoyed that live. Everybody was participating. We respected each other. I had to block one person, which she deserved because she came in here with the intent to get blocked. Today is the last trip. Oh, so should I go to Facebook and just watch on Facebook? Because somebody said Facebook. I'm gonna go watch her content on Facebook. With Roz is what I'm gonna just say about her. Even though I lost admiration for her and a bit of respect for her, I don't have no ill will towards that woman. I just think I like Roz because Roz pull herself together. Whether she get her hair messed up for the night or whether she get her outfit messed up for the night. I thought she just looked nice and laying in the bed, not in the bed, but when they first arrived, and she looked happy that she was there. I didn't really like her hair, but that's okay. It's okay. She still looked nice. It's not her first rodeo. She dressed nice usually. She pulled herself together usually. She have her nails done. I don't care how she's fat, skinny, small, whatever. She pull herself together. And I could say a lot of women on here don't pull themselves together, right? Roz do. She put effort into how she looked. She said Monday, okay. She said Monday, thank you. Wait, Zeus just got done walking my dog. He about 240 pounds. What? 240 pounds? Who he jumping on top of? You're Who is your dog jumping on top of? That's like Clifford. Zeus, you are correct, Bronx. Negativity pumps that person up, and if no one says anything regarding them, someone else will in attempt for attention. I love the way you put this, Benefits. Thank you. Oh, I missed the last live. I will listen to the replay. Yeah, it was okay. It could be a 5-year-old if they cuss. Deborah said it could be 5-year-old if they cuss. They need to be checked also in the manner they give. I'm 60 and eight children. And Day Day is grown, child to me, but very disrespectful to her mother and others. Listen, he's an English master. Okay, okay. Wow, Zeus, the massive, he big. He will drag me. Right. Look, they want to know what type of dog you have. That's so sweet that y'all engaging with Massive. Thank you, Massive, for coming by. Wait. Let me get his Zeus. I'm sorry. I said Massive. My name is Judy. I made this channel for my dog. Oh, okay. I hope your channel take off because dogs are winners. Dogs, they not human. They communicate different. They smarter than humans. If I had a choice between a cat and a dog, I would get a dog. And I'm not even an animal lover. But I wanted to go back to Deborah, just to go over something that you said, just to like piggyback or push back on what you said. You said it can be a 5-year-old. If they cuss, they need to be checked. Also in the manner they give. I'm 60 years old, 8 children, and Day Day is a grown child to me, but very disrespectful to her mother and others. But see, let me just put it like this, Deborah, and just, have a clear understanding of who I am. Zachary used to curse, right? And I had to stop it because he only cursed because he heard me say it, and he stopped. The school helped him like not curse no more. So when he say a curse word, they replace it with can you leave me alone, please? Because he used to be like, get the F out of here. So he, instead of him saying, get the F out of here, because he got it from me, heard me talking, because I cursed in front of my son. But I'm not going to spank or beat my child because he's cursing. He's a baby, right? I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, a 5-year-old needs to get checked and dealt with the manner they are in. No, that's absolutely abuse. Okay? Look at Lasagna. That's what they used to say. So he used to be like, get the F. He'd be like, get the F out of here, right? And so now the school that he go to, because it's a fabulous, wonderful school, they changed it by saying, can you leave me alone, please? I'm like, oh shit. And he grew out of that. So now Lasagna, when he hear people cursing, he just look at me and he turn it away and I turn it off. I don't even play music with curses in it, so everything is not explicit. I have to play clean music. But he used to curse too. But for someone to think because another child is disrespectful that you could check someone else's child, that's like dangerous territory. If you're the type of person and you see a child disrespecting the mother and you just try to help the mother, go up to the mother and offer the mother support instead of thinking that the mother is a bad person, because that's what people do naturally, judge mothers, in particular single mothers. Like if the child do something wrong, you automatically blame or have an excuse to go after the mother, right? Instead of supporting the mother and just encouraging mother, like, she's a child or whatever, they don't have to be involved in every adult affair. And a lot of people be like, oh, she's taking up for her mother. I understand that, but I'm not going to be the one to go back and forth with a 26-year-old, because that's no competition. That's not my child. Even if they say the most craziest things to me, the only thing I would be like, yo, Day, shut up. That's it. That's all. That's it. Ain't nothing else we should be talking about. That's it. Okay? I think Day should stay out of it and let Roz handle it. I would never put my kids in it. She should stay out of it. She said she was going to stay out of it. Zeus said, he likes to watch videos of other dogs that go crazy and shake my whole house barking. Oh, that's sweet. Wait, GM. Hey, Judy, does your dog like YouTube? Okay, see, everyone. Okay, yeah. So I'm just saying, like, I'm not the type of woman that's gonna go after Day Day or go intentionally after Day Day because Day Day said something smart. Hell no, like that's not a challenge to me. Like I'd rather go after her mother. I'd rather go back and forth, which I won't with excuse me, Nana, than I go back and forth with Day Day. Sorry. Okay. Nana's smarter. She's smarter, and Day Day is smart too. Because I hear her little smart remarks that she make. So she can handle herself, but not so much because she's still 26, and there are insecurities that is there, right? And then when grown women go after her to make her feel like she is lower than low, like she probably think like, damn. Grown women are really like this in real life. This is what I have to look forward to. Yeah, that's what you have to look forward to. Okay, my kids cuss, they just not going to sit up and cuss in front of me. Listen, my oldest son curse, and sometimes I have to check him, but I curse in front of my father. And I know a lot of people like, oh, if I would have cursed it, like I don't follow traditions, right? Like cursing, it could be seen as disrespect, right? Like every family is different, right? It's no different from Roz letting Day Day get up on here on a platform and saying what she have to say. Then you know that's how she parent. Everybody parents differently. Everybody have critiques of other people parenting, right? I've cursed, I do in front of my father. It can or cannot be disrespectful, right? And we're not going to get into the different ways to parent or we should parent. I don't judge anyone's parenting. I don't. Right? If you're not harming or hurting your child or putting them in harm's way, or they not in a violent situation, or you're not even doing anything to violate them anyway, I'm okay with certain parenting. That's it. That's all. What I'm just saying that Day Day is too young to be involved in something like this. She's in college. She should be thinking about a little bit more social skills that she need to get around the world. Okay, let me see. I did. Let me see. That still don't make it right or excuse the bad behavior. She is cursing people with a ghetto attitude. I don't even use the word ghetto in my vocabulary because that's not something that I use, and that's not something that how I think of people. Like I feel like how do you determine if someone is ghetto because they cursing? No, I don't think so. If people look up the history of cursing, right? People cursing, they are considered and thought of as more honest people, right? I had to watch that around my grandson. He's autistic, right? and would and I went all F and start saying it, and my son broke him out of that quick. Yeah, you got to break them. You got to break them out of it quick, But autistic children are very smart. The only thing that holds them back is they're not very social, but they're very observant and they pick up really well. Like I won't do a live just about how people who's raising children on the spectrum, how they interact and different things. Because Zachary is really smart. Like he do a lot of things that have me like looking at him like is my baby a genius? But I understand. Like I had to refrain from that language too, but once the school corrected it, I was like, oh, I know what he's saying. I know what he's doing. He haven't used a curse word since. So that's why I watch what I say and watch what I do around him. Well, who's Kim? Oh, let me see. I agree, Jim. That means I'd be like, shut up, that F. I got this. My parents let me curse, and it wasn't considered disrespectful in my household. Growing up, every parent differently. Every parent is differently. Like my oldest son, he'll get angry. He used to get like, "Yo, what the f?" And I'm like, "I let it go." But listen, when he directly talking to me, like fighting words, like, "Yo, what the f you talking about?" I had to check him. Like, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend, boy. Watch your mouth. Say if you're gonna curse, say it a little bit more eloquently. Say it in a little bit more way where I can understand what you're saying. So I don't like if I feel like I used to when I was younger because I didn't do it when I was young in my teenage years, curse in front of my father. I didn't start cursing in front of him until I got like probably in my 30s, right? So I don't knock Day Day for cursing in front of her mother. That is not something that I will hold against Roz. That'll be the last thing I hold against Roz is Day Day cursing in front of her
Day cursing in front of her. I'm sorry. You don't have to go back and forward with her. We're not you. So like I said, she can't get it too. That's how many people feel. Like that's because you're ghetto. You know what I mean? Did you use that word ghetto? Wait, let me see before I go in on let me see. Wait, who used that word ghetto? Okay, I don't use that word ghetto. Deborah Mills. Yeah, Deborah Mills, you know. Seems like you're the type of woman that want a problem with any woman. You don't care how old they are. You seem like you have something to prove. I'm confident within myself. I'm a confident woman. I am like happy with who I am currently, and I have some room for improvement. But when you say shit like that, you don't have to go back and forth with her. We're not you. So like I said, she can't get it too. Like you really are pumped up. So it sounds like you're the ghetto one. It sounds like you're the one who picked fights. It sounds like you're the bully. Like I would never ever come on this YouTube or this app to say I take pride in going after a 26-year-old woman. I go after bitches like you. You know what I mean? Like a challenge to let you know. Nah, you're not saying none of that dumb shit over here. Day Day is a baby. I don't care what she say about me. I don't care what, but she don't. But I won't ever do that because I got a little bit decorum and I got a little bit what how you say it, respect for Ra's daughter. Like what are you talking about? You know, my son cursed. My mother allowed me to cuss. I'm just different, right? See? And I wasn't even allowed. I just did it. I just sometimes I catch myself. Um, I certainly would not have discussions with anyone manifest said child under 30, regardless to how I may feel about the parent. Exactly. My son cursed, but they do not cursing at me. Sometimes they are just telling a story and right. She put herself in Ra's mess. Period. She's ghetto. With you ghetto too. You know different from her. What makes you think you better than her? You calling her ghetto, a grown ass woman calling a child ghetto because she cursed. Just because you curse, that don't make you ghetto. Like who you talking about? Who you think you talking to? So what if she get involved in it? Like if you don't have that confidence and you don't have that like composure or discipline or structure, not to go after a 26-year-old, because I feel like if we was in person, Deborah, and you talking about you gonna go after my 26-year-old daughter, like off with your head. Like just as simple as that. Off with your head. I don't give a fuck what my daughter do. Like if you going after her, like fight me. Don't fight my daughter. Fight her mother. Go after her mother. Right? That's more of a challenge. Like I feel like I would take somebody's head off if they feel like, oh, because my daughter talks shit. As long as my daughter is not in your way, if she's not being like how you say aggressive in your face, throwing her hands, you let her say what she have to say. That's when I come in with my animalistic instincts and chop your head right off. I would chop your head off. Bronx, I totally disagree with beating the child. Also, however, children do emulate what they see. I will explain to a child what they did wrong and how to correct that behavior. Also, change my ways. But I'm not beating my child because he cursed. No, I would never beat my son because he cursed. I won't ever beat my child. Zachary because he cursed. Like I'd be like, don't say that. That's a bad word. That's not nice. Sharing is caring. I'll talk because children are people too. So I would not beat him because he's cursing, Avrita. Like if he is in harm's way, like if he touched the stove, I'll pop his hand, I'll pop his butt, to let him know. But to beat him because he's cursing, Rita, no, I won't do that. Okay? I won't. I'm sorry. Let me go down. My oldest is 36. My youngest is 24, and I do not allow them to curse in front of me, and I do not curse in front of. That's you, Mary. Like you, just because you do not allow your kids to curse in front of you, how you say allow? Like so, if your kids curse in front of you, what you gonna do? Spank them? Language. Kids curse, you say mind your language, right? It's up in the air, it's all over. But I'm not going to spank my child ass because my child cursed. I'm not going to try to whoop my 26-year-old child ass because they cursing. I'm just like mind your mouth in certain situations. There's certain ways you could curse and use curse words without offending anyone. Okay? If you listen to her, the child comes out of her. She speaks like a child. Kim Porter said I was bad as F. I was rebellious too, Kim. Like you don't know. I used to stay in trouble. but a lot of people try to like use things like little, like how you say, artificial things to say, well, my kids can't curse in front of me. So what? That don't make your child a bad kid. That don't make your child better because your child don't curse or do curse, right? Like, I know a lot of people think highly of their children and want to put their children on a pedestal. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Right. Let me see. I think everybody. All right. I think everybody needs to stay away from parental advice, because there is no perfect way to parent children as long as they are not being abused. I agree. And we do have a, how you say it, we subconsciously, right? Subconsciously or unconsciously, I don't tell people what to do with their children, because I have heard people tell me what to do with my children, especially here on YouTube. I'm like, middle finger to you. Like, who are you talking to? Like, if I say I'm not going to offer advice, I just give my observation. But, Roz give advice on Latrice parenting, right? And then people feel like Roz parenting is not so, her advice is not so good, or she's not a great parent. So that gives them like a way to come after Roz, and they don't even mean it. They don't care what Roz do with her children, right? They don't care what Latrice do with her children. Like, I'm just saying, I don't have nothing bad to say about Latrice parenting, and I don't have nothing bad to say about Roz parenting. I'm just speaking on the aspect of Roz, tell Day Day to fall back. She said she was falling back and she fell back, right? But so why people want to get jumped down her throat? Like, I just feel like any woman, I'm not even joking, I'm just talking about outside or inside. Like, of course, if a 26-year-old jump up in my face, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. And at least try. We will be rolling. We probably go at least whoop your ass because you doing something I don't like. That's not gonna happen at all. If you say your son cuss but he don't cuss at you, to me it's confusing child. To me, that's why they said we, Deborah's probably confused. Like, there are ways that you could use curse words. So if he say, oh fuck, I'm not going to say, oh, don't use that word. If he say fuck you, that's different. Do you see the distinction, Deborah? If he's directly cursing at me and have this, oh, what the F you talking about? I'm like, what? And I had to catch him, right? But if he cursed me like, fuck your mom, this, like, no, it's a difference, okay? But he could curse if he wants to. I'm not going to sit there. How can I stop a 26-year-old man from cursing? I'll just tell him to watch his language by directly at me in a way where it could be a fighting word. That's just like me calling you a bitch. Like, you definitely going to go into defense mode, right, Deborah? Right? Or me saying the word bitch just up in the air. Like, so what are you confused about? Right? If he cursed, he cursed. I'm pretty sure he cursed when he's not around me. But if he's just saying it, like in the midst of saying it, but if we talking and we having an intense conversation, or we probably going back and forth, right? And we going back and forth, and he say something directly towards me in a disrespectful way, yeah, that's different. I don't know. I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't. I'm not putting my kids on a pedestal. It's just the way you raise them to have respect for them, and also their parents. Listen, you could parent the way you want to parent me. Tell Roz to go confess her sins because Day Day is cursing. Like, that's just like an emotional trigger for some people. Like, a lot of people want to act like they so mature and they so perfect and they so composed. Like, so because your kids don't curse, Mary, and you didn't raise your kids like that, are you saying that your children are better than the next? Right, my grown kids cuss, but not at me. That's what it's. Oh my gosh, I'm about to end this live because a lot of people going to comments. Okay, here we go. My grown kids cuss, but not at me. Right, Lasagna. That's what I was trying to say. Like, my oldest child has cursed at me, but I had to check him like in the heat of the moment, but he do curse in front of me. He do even use language like, his little slang and shit, like he be putting me on to, like he even try to tell me what slang me, because I don't even know what the slang is meaning these days and times. So just because she is not a child, Bronx, if she is a child, she needs to stay in the child place. She's a child to me. You know what I mean? She's a child to me. She's a child to me. Like, I'm not going back and forth with no 26-year-old. Like, what fun is that? Like, no, I'm sorry. I'd rather go after her mother. I'd rather go back and forth with Nana before I go back and forth with Data. Like, going back and forth with Data is like going back and forth with my son. And I'm not going back and forth with nobody's child. I don't care. She's 26 years old. I'm 42 years old. Where is the competition? Where is the Look, I will fight them if they cuss at me. Me too. You know what I mean? Especially if you slip up and shit. You're like, oh shit, he had to catch himself. I'm like, yeah, you know better. You know what I mean? Not saying that they don't. He didn't. I'm just being honest and open with people. And people's like, my son can't curse. People, oh, well, my kids can't curse in front of me. I didn't raise them like that. Yeah, okay. So you mean to tell me that you raised them so perfect that they have not been negatively influenced by the outside world? My children are grown. They curse. And yeah, and my oldest son is 26. No, I'm not, but I would not stand there and let my 5-year-old curse without telling him that is wrong. Even my 26-year-old daughter. It's for, listen, you have a 5-year-old son, Mary? Do you have a 5-year-old? So whether I let my son curse or not, or curse around him, that's my business. So you think I go to sleep thinking if Mary is really concerned about my 5-year-old cursing? Like, as long as he don't curse you out, Mary, and your children out, you have nothing to worry about, right? Me and my baby, me and my kids, me and my family, we have a great rapport with people in the neighborhood. So you just are a YouTube observer and Kaye Ocean, and just you're a YouTube, spectator, and that's okay. My baby is 7 years old, right? I said that I would not spank or beat my baby for cursing. Why would you beat a child for cursing? That's dumb. And say, oh yeah, my kids cuss and say, excuse me, mom. Yeah, my oldest son called me mom. Or if he trying to be funny, he'd be like, hello, mother. My middle son, yeah, I know Alan. He toned it down. Like, I had to sit him down and tell him, like, nah, it don't look good you cursing like that. Like, tone it down some, right? Just goes to show that, a lot of people don't have self-awareness. And my kids didn't have self-awareness. They still in their 20s. Let's not fool ourselves here. Okay. Yes, I totally understand, but if they cuss this is his brain is programmed that way, so that's vocabulary he has. That's why he will mistakenly curse at you. Listen, that's not true. Okay. So if you want to go back and you want to do the history of cursing, go back and do the history of cursing. Cursing is more from coming from an honest person and direct, right? So cursing is not like don't bother me. Sometimes it sounds like in the wrong situation, in the wrong context, right? So listen, as long as none of my kids curse any of you out, we're good. Okay? Like, they're going to be who they are. I'm not going to stomp their growth. Cursing is not going to stomp their growth, right? All of my children are intelligent. They do know how to carry on a conversation. They do know how to engage. They do know how to express themselves. So I don't want to make it about like me and my kids or them cursing. If they curse, they curse. Like, nobody really can do anything about it. You know what I mean? What if you met a 26-year-old on the street cursing you out? What will you do? Walk away and be quiet? Yep. That's exactly what I would do. Why would I? Listen. Listen, if that 26-year-old is not in my, in my face, and she's not intruding on my space, and she's not being aggressive towards me, I'm going to walk away, right? Either I'm going to snap her neck because I feel threatened, right? And that's it. That's all. I'm not going to rumble with no 26-year-old. I don't know why y'all think it's okay to rumble with a 26-year-old. See, when somebody respond back to what you say. You take it. I'm not taking an offense. You trying to tell me how? Just forget it. You got upset because I said my son cursed, and you started saying that Mary. You said I would never let my kids curse. I didn't raise them like that. Like, so what? Right? You don't like the way I'm responding to you. I'm saying if my son do curse, so what? It's nothing nobody can do about it. You would just be a spectator in the comments, listening to my commentary. Either you agree with me or not, Mary. Like, I'm not going to sit here try to be somebody I'm not. I said my son have cursed. We corrected him. My oldest son is 26. How can I stop him from cursing or just tell him to watch what he say? Like, I don't understand what you're saying. It takes a village. Rita said it takes a village to raise a child. I don't take parental advice from everyone. They will have to exemplify these qualities: a loving parent, morally, spiritually, responsibly, and accountability. Right. I am not giving advice to no one. I am just speaking on my experience with my children. I don't curse. I don't curse them, and they are not going to curse me. I know they curse. They are grown. Respect goes both ways. Do you know how many kids would love to say a curse word if they could? Right. They say it. They say it, Lasagna. So I don't like all these, righteous people up in here talking about what they wouldn't let their kids do. Nobody really cares what we would let our kids do because we don't have to see each other in this lifetime. I'm sharing something with y'all, and the people in the chat is taking it offensively because I was honest. Like we go on, we move on. But I said that 26-year-old cursing out you in the street the way Day cursed with her chest out. What would you do? I would do nothing. Like first of all, I'm not swinging on nobody that haven't swung on me. Right? Like, I don't know why you think I want to compete with a 26-year-old, Deborah. That's just kind of like, which I use that word weird. That's really weird to me that you think I will go back with a 26-year-old. Oh, that's really weird to me that you think I should go back and forth with a 26-year-old. That's not going to happen. Right? We sit here, we talking like adults and people like, who take things, not you, but, because you're pushing back. But people who want to make a big deal out of the situation. The topic is not about cursing. I don't care that Day cursed in front of her mother. So what? I don't take offense to that she cursed in front of her mother. I don't take it personal that she curse in front of her mother, right? I don't take none of that personal what Day do at all. The reason why y'all want to go at Day neck is because you take it personal. If you didn't take it personal, then it wouldn't even matter what she say. She could say the nastiest thing. All you got to be like, yo, Day, be quiet. That's it. Shut up. I don't want to hear you talking no more. But no, people go further. Right? They waiting for a shit show to happen. They waiting for her to say something they don't like so they can have a reason to go after her mother, right? Just like y'all talking about Day, right? Cursing in front of her mother, a grown ass woman that's 26 years old, cursing in front of her mother, right? People had a lot of shit to say about Latrice's children, right? I seen a video once where Latrice and her children, she had children over, and I think they did a little salute or they did a little cheer, and people were saying, "Oh, the baby girl looks so grown. You raising her to be so grown, right?" Oh shit. All right, so I'm gonna end this by saying, so somebody I heard, and I don't know how true it is. We just heard it through the grapevine back a while ago. Rennie was on. Excuse me. Oh gosh. Okay, we know her name. Latrice's daughter was on live, and somebody said something to Latrice's daughter, and she responded, "That's why you don't have no edges, right?" So you think I would like discipline my daughter for saying something that's truthful and funny? Like, that was funny. When I heard it, I just laughed so hard that she said, "That's why you don't have no edges." I know she hurt that woman's soul when she said that, a 9-year-old telling you don't have no edges, right? So what's more offensive? She was dancing with her uncle, right? I'm telling you, when I heard that, I laughed so hard. I'm just like, what? I was like, she is so funny and so intelligent. She told the woman, "Wait, mind your business. You don't have no edges." I'm pretty sure that hurt that woman's feelings, a 9-year-old saying that to an adult. I would applaud my daughter, because leave my mother alone. She didn't curse. She didn't have to curse. But people would say that, oh, she's grown. No, she's not grown. She was giving her response. Okay? The difference between me and you, I don't let my 8 children curse around me, because I know they will one day mistakenly curse me. Listen, that's on you, Deborah. That's you. That's your insecurities. For real, Lasagna, so that's true. I was laughing so hard when the person told me. She said she was on live and someone was saying something to her. She was like, oh, that's why you don't have no edges. I was like, oh shit, that's the type of daughter I want. You know what I mean? Who know how to defend their mother in a child way, right? So what do y'all have to say about that? The child telling a grown-ass woman you don't have no edges, hurting that woman's soul, probably scarred her for life, right? Saying something that got deep and at the jugular. She didn't have to say one curse word. She said it intelligently. You don't have no edges. So I was supposed to spank my daughter, or Latrice was supposed to spank her daughter because she said that shit? Good answer. Okay, that was good answer. So when people saying, oh, you know, Day Day is cursing and she's disrespectful, you know, she's still not a minor. She's still considered a child to most people, right? Most things that I probably hear Day Day say, I probably find funny. I'm sorry. Like, I just be laughing, because it's like, you don't take it personally. You don't take it seriously. You know, it's not going to escalate with a child, an adult, a 26-year-old. But people probably had so much. Are you comparing a child to a real grown woman that is 26? I'm not comparing a child to anything. I'm just saying people naturally respond to what they feel like they have to come to the in their defense, right? So Latrice's daughter responding to that woman saying you don't have no edges because the woman in the chat was provoking her and agitating her, that's a natural response, right? Day Day responding about people talking about her mother or saying things about her mother is a natural response. I would encourage my child not to respond, because nobody is worth it. It's not a comparison. It's just a response. It's a human instinct, right? It's a human instinct to respond like that. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we're going on 131. I had enough. I had enough. Okay, I'm just saying, you know, y'all sit there and y'all want to sit there and point fingers at people and they parenting and shit, and point out the obvious and point out dislikes and the things that y'all don't like about people. Be for real. That don't mean Tree's daughter is right by doing that. She is right. But when you play with children, that's what children will do when you least expect them to still. She was right. She's very right for doing it. And I would have awarded my baby, and I would have congratulated my baby, supported my baby for saying the right thing, stating facts, as long as it's a fact, because children are honest. If the woman didn't have no edges, she didn't have no edges. Right? That's what you get for provoking a child. That's what you get for sitting up there trying to hurt a child's feeling by talking about her mother, right? That girl, the little girl, that Latrice, excuse me, I'm calling her little girl because I don't want to call her by name. She's going to be somebody, right? She's going to be brave and she stand up for herself. You cannot take that away from her. Children are resilient. Children are humans too. They have feelings too. Okay? I am not righteous, and we are just voicing our opinion that you're a 26-year-old, not mine. Exactly. So I'm just saying, but try to come and say that, oh, try to check me about my child, you know, saying something that strangers may not like. Off with your fucking head. That's how I feel about that. See, a lot of people won't get up here and be so aggressive and assertive. I am. Like, if we was in a real life situation, thank you, Lasagna, and people were just, you know, observing from afar, and they see that I was getting disrespected by my child, and they had the balls to come up to me, and they don't know if they enter in a danger zone, then they get what they deserve, right? So that's what I'm saying. Y'all have the freedom and the environment to just say what you want to say and how you want to say it. Express your feelings in the chat. This would not be going on in real life. right? I don't even think about shit like that. Oh, if me and Day Day was in the same room, will I go back? I don't think like that. I'm too vain to be thinking about fighting a 26-year-old. I'm sorry. I just had to bring up the incident with with Latree's daughter because I just found it so funny that she was just so instinctive on how she responded. And it's no different from Day Day responding from for her mother. I just wouldn't go back and forth with her, right? She want that attention. She still have a young mind. She's still in the growing stages, so she want that type of beef, and y'all give it to her. And as soon as y'all give it to her, she receive it and she proceed to go on. So there's no end in sight. So if she leave this sector, I would be so happy because it's like, you know, you can't get to her mother, now you get into her. You can't get to the mother, you get to the kids, right? So there go the distinction. And I hope I made a great one. And I just want to thank everyone for coming into the chat late night with me. We at 1:34. I didn't want to go that long, but you know, we sitting back and laughing and talking and having disagreements. I'm just saying, don't try to tell nobody how to parent their child. Not in that way, right? You could say, like, Roz, listen, tell Day Day to fall back. You know, tell her to do 26-year-old things, socially interact with people her age, her peers, right? And then you have people encouraging Day Day that's like older women and gassing her up and telling her go for the kill and shit, and she go for it. And then you have people on the opposition side that don't, y'all can't even make comparisons. That's the sad part. Y'all can't even distinguish between good or bad or right or wrong, right? So you could, because you are very biased in your opinion. So that's why it comes across like that. And that's why it comes across when someone like myself speak how they feel, not putting a filter on what I say, going for the juggler, no matter who it hurts, standing my ground. That's all I'm doing. It's standing alone, you know. I don't have a problem with Day Day. I don't have a problem with Nana. I don't have a problem with Roz. I don't have a problem with Latrice. I don't have a problem with nobody. I don't take none of this personally. So what I'm going to do is, because it's the end of the trip, I'm going to look at Roz last videos on Facebook. Come back tomorrow. We can elaborate on how they ended the trip. And I just would like to say thank you to everyone who came by on a late night tip to listen to my my insight and my perspective and my insight. Thank you, Lasagna, for holding down the chat like you always do. Thank you for everyone for just coming in, supporting the channel, and you are appreciated. I love you for listening to my insight and my perspective. So everyone have a good night, and we'll follow up tomorrow. We'll talk about something lighter. I don't know if I want to continue talking about Rod's trip and just make something happen. I can't talk about something I don't see. I only give y'all things from my perception, and I just voice it on how I see it. I'm sorry, but see, that's, you're feeling that way, but a lot of people don't. They see her at 26-year-old gangster. She sent for them to come to get her so she can't get it. Good night. I bet you do feel like that, but that's just like, Deborah, before you lie yourself down to sleep tonight, you're gonna have to sit back and, you know, ask for, you have to self-reflect, like you have to ask yourself, Deborah, why is it, or is it okay, or is it normal, or is it even intelligent for you to think it's okay for any grown-ass woman to go back and forth with a 26-year-old that you don't know and would never meet? That's what you have to think for yourself. And why you so ready and geared up to go after a 26-year-old woman? And why do you support other women that go after a 26-year-old woman? See, there could be some insecurities there within yourself, but you know, don't project your insecurities on here, because we are over here a confident woman. We are. Even if you don't agree with my opinion, I don't think a confident woman would be like, "Oh, she a gangster. We're gonna go back and forth. That's your opinion and that's mine." You know, you are welcome here anytime, Deborah. Anytime. But before you go to sleep tonight, Deborah, just ask yourself, why is it okay for you to think that it's okay for a 26-year-old woman that you call a gangster to go back with other grown-ass women? We out of here. Thank you, Manifest Reality. Thank y'all for listening, and have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.